The Hill has an extensive piece regarding Barack Obama and how he has been courting some big donors behind the scenes in order to persuade them to support Elizabeth Warren. Now, this story keeps developing. We had previously shared with you stories indicating that hundreds of Obama administration officials have endorsed Elizabeth Warren, and Obama himself had made some interesting comments during private events where he said that a female leader would be effective, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said great things about female leaders while at the same time going after old white men. And so, according to The Hill, behind the scenes in recent months, former President Obama has gone to bat for Warren when speaking to donors reluctant to support her given her knocks on Wall Street and the wealthy. If Warren becomes the nominee, Obama has said they must throw the entirety of their support behind her. In fact, one of Obama's closest allies told The Hill, quote, he's asked all of the candidates who have sought his advice 3 questions. Is your family behind you? Why you and why now? She checked the box for all.
I wonder if he did that with Bernie.
Yeah, I would love to be a fly on the wall when these conversations happen.
Yeah.
But let me give you more. The Obama ally also said, and by the way, this person spoke to The Hill on condition of anonymity. I think he feels licensed to give an opinion on her because he's hired her. So there this ally is referring to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and how Elizabeth Warren got that passed during the Obama administration. And so what do these donors have to say? He obviously thinks she's very smart. He thinks her policy ideas matter. And I think he sees her running the campaign with the most depth. And also, just to go back to what Obama had recently said during a private dinner, he said, I'm absolutely confident that for 2 years, if every nation on earth was run by women, you would see a significant improvement across the board on just about everything, living standards and outcomes.
So this story has 2 parts, both equally important. One is that Obama and a lot of his former team, both campaign and administration, are starting to head in Warren's direction. And I want to get back to that second and the implications for that. But I actually think the bigger part of the story is Obama and the rest of the Democratic establishment think that there's no way Joe Biden can win.
Yeah.
And so they're now in a bit of a panic to make sure it's not Bernie. So that's why they're like, Warren, yeah, women, yeah, Warren, maybe Warren, right? So I'll get into the history of Warren and Obama and why that's surprising in a second. But remember the quote he said in that same speech that he said women should run the world. He said, quote, if you look at the world and look at the problems, it's usually old people, usually old men not getting out of the way. That is devastating to Joe Biden. I know he means Biden and Sanders, but he said that about his former vice president. That's not subtle at all.
Just a funny little note on that. So Biden was asked about Obama's comments. He's like, he wasn't talking about me. He wasn't talking about me.
And everybody laughed, but it wasn't a joke, right? Yeah. No, obviously he's talking about you. And that's a hell of a thing to say, man. Not only did he not endorse Biden, this is him warning the country and the Democratic Party there's something wrong with Joe Biden. People don't want to talk about it, but a lot of the donors who meet Biden switch to Buttigieg. So now I'm no fan of Buttigieg at all, but people who know Biden think there's something fundamentally wrong with Biden, right? That is unbelievable that the president said that. Okay, now he says he thinks there's something wrong with Biden, and he's, I think, making it very clear, and you saw the quote for yourself, right? Then he's thinking, well, who's left? Well, Buttigieg is down at 6%, 8%. He's got making an interesting run in Iowa, New Hampshire. Give him credit for that, but it's very unlikely. The top 3 are Biden, Sanders, and Warren. So Obama and the establishment look at that and go, there's something wrong with Joe. It can't be Bernie. Oh my God, it's got to be Warren. Women need to rule the world. Okay, and then a couple hundred Obama people going back Warren. Right, you see what I'm saying?
And as we've seen, honestly, with Medicare for All, she is movable in some regard. Whereas Sanders, of course, isn't.
And I'll tell you something else. So look, we're gonna get to Sanders in a second too, but I think what is causing this panic is that they all thought it was gonna be Kamala Harris. So when she dropped out, everybody was like, oh no, it could actually be Bernie. So they're not saying it, but implicit in all these comments is watch out, here comes Bernie. So This is Obama saying, I mean, I'll take Warren over Bernie. I'll take Warren over Bernie. The beef they had back in the days, Warren wanted to do the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Obama did not want to do it. And Warren played it so well, she forced his hand and made him do it. He was so mad, he would not appoint her to be the head of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So they actually did not get along in the past. So for him to say, okay, that it's Warren means, boy, he really doesn't like Bernie. And that could be explosive later in the primaries. Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.